She stood up, glass in hand, all eyes on her. I should have known it was coming. Mom never made toasts unless she was preparing a public execution. She raised her wine, cleared her throat, then smiled, that plastic, self-satisfied smile. This is my daughter, Madison, the one who's always loved us, always helped, always been there. She turned toward me, didn't say my name, didn't have to. The other one, she's never lifted a finger. Gasps, laughter, silence. 52 relatives, all watching. My hand tightened around the fork. I didn't flinch. I didn't cry. I smiled. Then I stood, walked past the stunned faces, past my sister's smug expression, past my father's cowardly silence, and I left. They didn't know I'd been paying the mortgage for 9 years. Didn't know every electric bill, water bill, medical emergency, and surprise home repair had my name quietly behind it. Didn't know that the vacations they took were covered by my bonuses. Because I didn't make noise. I just kept the lights on. They never said thank you. But I didn't do it for that. I did it because I thought they were my family. I used to be close with Mom. When I was little, I was her shadow. She'd braid my hair before school, whisper how I'd change the world. But somewhere around 16, she started pulling away. I wasn't pretty enough, loud enough, soft enough. Madison, on the other hand, smiled pretty, wore pastels, cried on cue. And I studied, I worked, and that made me cold, unloving, that's what they said. Even when I sent money from my first job, even when I took on a second job after Dad's heart attack, even when I moved back in, not to live, but to cover what they couldn't say they'd lost. Madison, she never worked a day past retail, never paid rent, never bought groceries, but she knew how to perform, and Mom loved a good show. I didn't confront them that night, didn't storm in or scream. That's not my style. I just went home, logged into my accounts, and began pulling the threads. First, I stopped the automatic payments to their mortgage. $3,000 a month, gone. They wouldn't notice right away, but the bank would. Next, I closed the utilities in my name, transferred ownership to their address. Third, I called the lawyer, the one who'd helped me quietly get power of attorney for Dad's hospital emergencies. It took 3 days to dissolve my control, just enough time to trigger a few final account changes. And I made one last call to the insurance provider, canceled the car coverage I'd been paying for. Their vehicles were uninsured by Friday. By Sunday, the calls began. First one from Dad, then 2 from Mom, then 23 from Madison. Texts, voicemails, missed calls piling up like a digital panic attack. Why isn't the Wi-Fi working? The bank says the mortgage is overdue. Why would you do this to us? You're being dramatic. We didn't mean it. Just call us back. I didn't. By Monday morning, they knew I wasn't bluffing. They couldn't pay the mortgage. Didn't know the passwords to the online accounts. They were locked out of their own safety net. And suddenly, I mattered again. That evening, there was a knock at my door. Dad, alone. He looked smaller, pale, like someone had vacuumed the air out of his chest. "Can I come in?" "No," I said, calm, cold. "I didn't know she was going to say that," he whispered. I wasn't expecting it. But you didn't stop her." He said nothing. "You didn't defend me. Not once. Not even after I kept this family from sinking for nearly a decade." He nodded, shame in every wrinkle. "She's your mother." "No," I said, "she's your wife, and you chose her performance over my reality." He reached into his coat, held out a check. "For what you've paid." I didn't even look at it. "You think this is about money?" He looked up. "It's not," I said. "It's about value." And now, for once, you all get to feel what it's like to be invisible. They didn't lose the house immediately, but it came close. They had to sell the car, then the furniture, then Madison's designer bags. They listed the house 3 months later, moved in with one of Mom's cousins. Madison got a job at a call center. Lasted 2 weeks. And me? I was finally free. No more secrets, no more silence. I got promoted, moved to a high-rise, took a trip overseas. Didn't tell them, didn't invite them, didn't even leave a forwarding address. People say revenge is loud, explosive. Mine wasn't. It was silent, precise, surgical. They buried me in the shadows for years, so I left them in the dark. And when they finally understood what I'd done, that I hadn't just walked away, but dismantled the illusion they lived in, that's when the real message landed. I didn't destroy their lives. I just stopped saving them. And that was enough.